Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalia, and in this video, I would like to talk to you about 10 signs that show you that you're an empath. Every empath has certain qualities, and it can really differ from one person to another one. But in this video, I will focus on the 10 signs that each single empath has. And what I am talking about here, like I want to really emphasize before I start the video that I really don't like to necessarily using labels because I don't want to create more division. We already have so much division in this world, so I don't really want to create more division. But in this reality, in this world we're living in, we really have to use labels as words like descriptions. But I want you to keep in mind that my intention is to really describe the energy. So when I say empath, it simply means energy of someone who is very spiritually open, who is very sensitive and giving, and it's a not empaths are natural healers. So I'm really talking about the energy behind the label. The same with narcissists. I don't necessarily believe they are bad people. I am truly just describing the energy, that they are simply people who are not healed, and they took on the energy, they closed down the energy. Instead of giving away, they really closed it down and are very, very closed, and they are basically taking the energy from other people. So it's just different energy. So when I really speak about empaths, when I speak about this subject, I really want to make sure you understand that there's no intention, because I feel like there's so much um negativity, and we can like really become judgmental in this, like meaning like I'm an empath, so I'm this beautiful being and he's a narcissist and he's basically evil. And that is not necessarily true. It might be true, but again, like it's all about this healing journey and really healing. So when you, as an empath, when you become healed, when you are on this journey of self rebalancing, and you become more aware, and you come from a place of the healing space, you're not experiencing this overwhelm anymore as much. And the same with narcissists. I don't know if really truly narcissists can be healed, but that's only because, and again, it's my opinion, I truly believe that they simply are so closed off that they don't want to do the inner work. I think that if a true narcissist, meaning someone who has a lot of trauma and is closed down, completely closed off, and very self-centered, um, it, they simply don't want to engage in any type of healing. But if they would decide that they there is um, help, and if they would decide that they really would like to heal, I truly believe that it's completely possible. The problem is that they often don't want to, and that's their free will. It's absolutely okay. So as empaths, it's our responsibility to really heal, to keep being more empowered every day, and then we are able to thrive, and those energies are not affecting us as much. So let's start with number one. Every empath is highly sensitive. Every empath is naturally giving and spiritually open, and we naturally are great listeners. So often, perhaps you find yourself that people are coming to you, people are talking to you, people are opening up, really, talking about their problems, talking about their troubles, and they often seek your advice, or really it's almost like they trust you because you are very trustworthy. You empaths are very honest individuals, very honest people, and it's the energy you're basically emitting, the light energy, the healing energy, and people pick up on it. So they naturally gravitate towards you and want to open up and want to like come to you and like seek your advice, because they are what they really want is the light. They really want the high frequency. They really want the energy you're emitting. So, but with that said, because as empaths, we're very highly sensitive, our feelings can get hurt very easily. So that's something that I have been like, like I, since I was literally a little child, I have been hurt emotionally almost every day by something the other child said, my parents said, and it's for the longest time, I made in my mind, I made a conclusion that there is something wrong with me because I am too sensitive. I get hurt so easily. And in reality, there is nothing wrong. It's just simply a gift that I didn't recognize when I was a child. And I allowed those hurt to really affect my nervous system, to affect my whole body, mind, and spirit. And then I made the conclusion that there is something wrong with me, which only perpetuated the cycle of suffering. So when we heal, when we come inward and we begin this beautiful journey of healing and empowerment, we actually begin to realize that there is nothing wrong with us. In fact, there is something amazingly wonderful happening. We are the gift to this humanity, but we do need to take care of ourselves first so we can thrive in this world without being overwhelmed. Often we're labeled too sensitive. This is something I have experienced my whole life. I've been told that I'm too sensitive. I should get over it. I should let it go. And I simply didn't have the tools then how to do that. And because I have been told this so many times that I'm too sensitive, and it was almost like I made the meaning out of it that something is wrong with me because other people are able to deal with their emotions. And I get so overwhelmed and so hurt very easily. So if you experience the same thing, if you feel like you get hurt easily and you have been labeled in the past perhaps that you're too sensitive, that might be a sign that you're simply an empath, and that's just the most beautiful gift. But you do need to become your own advocate, so to say. You have to become your own empowerment and begin to heal and begin to thrive in this beautiful world. Now, number two is as empaths, we often absorb other people's energies. So, if you're in the beginning, I said absorb, but really that's only when you're unhealed and when you're in the beginning stages. You really don't know what is going on with you. Uh, that can feel really very confusing because you can walk into a room of 10 people, or maybe at a dinner table with your family, and you begin to feel very overwhelmed. It's because you're feeling into the energies of other people, and when you don't have those boundaries yet, you literally take those energies, the moods, their emotions, you take it on and you literally feel it in your body. And when you don't know that it actually doesn't belong to you, it's very confusing. You all of a sudden can feel anxious. You can feel literally sick in your body, like you want to throw up, dizzy. This is something I have experienced in the past. And let me tell you, it's really not fun. It's really not fun. So, I am very passionate about this subject because I know how hard it can be when you're not empowered yet, so to say, and you this can be a very, very, very difficult place to be. Number three, that goes really back to number two, empaths often experience anxiety and depression. And that has been my own experience. I actually experienced very severe case of anxiety and depression. And in my case, it was multi-layered. So it wasn't just the fact that I was an empath. There was other physical causes for my experiences. However, because as empaths we are so sensitive, our nervous system gets easily overwhelmed. Our emotions can be thrown like just like a ball at a like a tennis ball. Like you can be thrown off your balance very easily. Again, only if you don't have the tools yet. And I promise you that there are so many tools for you to use. It's a process of healing, but absolutely you can, as an empath, you can get to the place where you simply thrive and you don't get overwhelmed anymore. It takes time, it takes persistence, it takes patience, but it's absolutely doable. And if you want to be healed, if you want to heal and thrive as an empath and use it as your gift, you can do it. Trust me, you can do it. Everyone can do it. It's just a process. We need to remember that. Number four, as empaths, we're highly intuitive. And that means I'm smiling because it's something that I have been very highly intuitive since my childhood. But in the beginning, I didn't really know what is happening. I had the visions, I had like downloads, I had literally sometimes I have voices that tell me. And the reason why I know it's not my voice, my own mind, because it's a completely different voice. It sounds different, and it's very hard to explain, but it almost it feels different. It just feels different. I can, at this point in my healing journey, I can distinguish between the thought when my mind is actually telling me something and when it comes from intuition, from the universe. So I'm able to distinguish it, but it took years of inner work. But we as empaths are natural healers, naturally gifted, and we have a very open crown chakra, and we are able to literally experience our 3D world, our physical world, through our spiritually open chakra. So we really can tune in to the universe, to the frequency of the universe, and we can download those beautiful messages. And it doesn't have to be so metaphysical. It can simply mean that you have a feeling that you know something and you have no idea how you know it. It's just like you have a feeling. It's like, it's really a way of, it's very hard to find words to describe it, but it's a feeling you have. And again, it's not a feeling like an emotion. It's a sensation. It's very hard to describe, but it's in your body. It's like you just know. But there's no other way for me to say it. You simply know something. And someone might say, well, how do you know? I can't tell you how I know, but I just know. I just know it. And 99% of the time, the intuition is right. Um, and we learn to trust the intuition more and more when we are on this healing journey. Number five, very important for empaths, we can be become overwhelmed around big crowds. So we need time alone in order to bring our nervous system back to balance. I think this goes back to the sign when I was speaking about that we absorb other people's energies. And our nervous system can be very easily triggered again as we absorb or as we feel into all of those energies. Imagine like how frustrating it can be when you're in a room or in at a party, and you meet so many people and you engage with so many people, and you literally can feel each person's state of being, and you tune into that state of being. You almost like feel it in your own body, and then it's very, very difficult for your nervous system. So you, every empath needs the alone time to be able to restore, come back. We need calm, we need peace, we need very we need slowing down, because that can be very overwhelming. We need to basically recharge our batteries. It's like literally recharging the battery. Like, we go into the world, we interact daily, at work, in social situations, wherever we go. Our battery is, being drained, and that's true really for every single person, but for empaths even more. Like, our battery gets drained quicker. That's how I would describe it. So you really need to recharge your battery more than other people, but other people who are not as sensitive. Number six, and that's very connected to what I was just talking about, it's the emotional overload. Again, you get emotionally overwhelmed very easily, and this is something, it can come from outside, it can come from other people's energies, but it can also come from the space you're in. From we are, as empaths, we truly pick up on energies of places, of, even if you live in a home or in a, city, in a state where it's really the energy of a place you live in is not really aligned with you, you can feel it. You can feel the discrepancy. You can feel the kind of uneasiness, so to say, like you don't belong there. You can't pinpoint what's happening. You just don't feel comfortable fully, and this is a sign that you need to do your healing work. You need to keep bringing more awareness into your body, and I will make a separate video on it, really how to set boundaries and how to heal, how to begin this healing journey as an empath. But for right now, I just want to say that it's um, with emotional overload, it's something that we need to bring more awareness to, and we need to know that, okay, like, my nervous system is literally, my emotions are going into overload. So what I need to do is to take a step back, and I need to go use whatever tools, take a bath, go to a yoga class, do a walking meditation, listening to your calming, soothing music, whatever it is that really brings your nervous system back into balance. And number seven, as empaths, and I mentioned that before, we are easy targets for the other energies. I want to label them or name them here as energy vampires. Often we call them narcissists, but in reality, these are just energies that really latch onto you almost and suck. Like, they are able to suck the energy because you're so giving, you're like open heart, you are just very open. And often, another thing I have been labeled as, and I feel often like, when I act, I am so vulnerable with people and I'm so open that a lot of people can perceive me as naive, like I am a naive person. And I have been actually processing this one for a long time, and I can completely see it, how I am being perceived as naive, because it's almost like I am. I trust people fully. Like, I don't know, I don't really understand how someone could take consciously advantage of someone else. So I completely trust and open. Like, I see people the way I am towards others, and the way I would like them to see, I would like, like the way they see me. So I truly trust that everyone has the best intentions in mind and they are not here to hurt anyone. And in reality, we really need to get the reality check here, and really realize that It might be true for most people around you, but it's not true for everyone. And that doesn't mean you have to close down your heart space, you have to close down your energy, but you need to have those boundaries so you can really discern and see um, who might be actually attaching to you in the not healthy way and literally draining your energy. So that's super important. And again, it comes with a healing work, it comes with more awareness. That's why the spiritual, the beautiful trauma healing work, shadow work, all of those, the whole inner work you're doing is literally the most important thing in your life, in this lifetime on this earth. Number 8, we empaths are so in tune with the universe, with God, with the frequency of love, that we need nature. We need nature to replenish our whole nervous system. We need nature to really become, soothe ourselves, to become more calm, to become more relaxed, to become back into our true selves. That's very, very true for every empath. So if you find yourself that you literally you can have the worst overwhelming stressful day, but then you go into nature, you go to for a walk on a beach, or you go into the woods. I have a lot of woods around me, and I just simply love going into the woods and becoming I kind of take the energy from the trees. Like I literally become one with the trees, and I'm able to tune in and really um, replenish, simply restore my balance in my body. It's like we are becoming one with nature, which is one of the most beautiful thing you can do for yourself. Number 9, we have highly tuned senses. So that means, once again, you get overwhelmed very easily, but any noise, loud noises, too many people, very strong smells, anything that has to do with your senses, they can get easily overwhelmed. So again, you have to become aware. You have to notice what is happening in your nervous system. You have to notice how what triggers you, and really notice if this is something because you're in a crowd and excessive talking is happening, people are just speaking too fast, too much, and you just get this emotional overload. That's really one of the signs that every empath experiences. We become so overwhelmed. I remember being a teenager, not willing to go out with my friends to different concerts because it literally overwhelmed me so much, and I went home and I was absolutely exhausted. I could not stand the loud noises, the loud music. It was simply it, it almost felt like piercing, like it was piercing my nervous system. Like I cannot handle loud noises. So often very helpful for that is the um earplugs. You can wear them, they make so many different kinds of earplugs, and they are very helpful to really bring down your uh, emotional overload, and really bring your senses back where they need to be, so you can focus your senses more, and you can calm down your nervous system. And finally, number 10, as empaths, we tend to have really big hearts, meaning we are naturally giving, and we're naturally want to help other people. That's something that we don't have to try. It's not something that we decided that we want to do. It's simply something that it's our innate nature, so to say. It's our innate ability to really help out, to try to anytime we see someone who needs help, we want to reach out, we want to help as much as we can, and that's a beautiful gift. However, when you're really in the space of really not being aware yet, or not having done the inner work yet, it can be, um, you don't have the boundaries yet. You can simply give out too much, and that will give you, that will leave you depleted and tired and anxious and depressed. And any type of disorders can come with that if you're not aware of what is happening and why it is happening. So again, all of those 10 signs are really, if you experience them, if you feel them, you know you resonate with this, it means that you are an empath. And the true, you know, I don't want to say like the solution to it, because there's not really a solution. This is your way of being, and it's absolutely okay. But you really need to bring more awareness. So you need to do the inner work, so you are able to tune in to really accept your nervous system for, you know, where it is. You are not too sensitive, you're not too anything. You are simply very gifted. It's a gift that you need to nurture every single day, just like a plant, just like an animal. We need to feed, we need to water, we need to um, take care of. You need to take care of this vessel of your body, of your mind, of your soul every single day. And when you do that, that's your first priority. Then you heal, and you become the most beautiful gift to everyone else around you. So I hope this video clarified some things for you. If you have been wondering if perhaps you are an empath, I hope this video helped you. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, and again, subscribe to the channel if you would like to see more videos like that. And you can share this video with at least one person who you think would benefit from it. I hope to see you in the next video, and I love you.